What is going on, FUD fighters? Michael T. Ragland here, your friendly neighborhood FUD fighter, at you again with another daily stream covering all the crypto news. Well, I kind of lie. Today I almost didn't go and actually do a stream. I was a bit frustrated because I was trying to get this new microphone set up and everything to go with this live stream. I have tons of mics. For you guys that don't know, I do a little bit of audio production and stuff on the side, so I have a lot of microphones, but I don't have exactly what I want for live streaming, so I had to rig up a little something to work just right. And I'm a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to audio, so it took me forever, a couple days to get it right. I almost didn't go live today because of that exact reason. But you know what I mean? It's not about that. It's about actually putting out content that matters. So with all that being said, I want to kind of jump over. I'm just gonna kind of hang out today. I don't really have a set agenda. I'm gonna jump in and I just want to have a look at something like coin market cap and see the market in general. Then we may swing around and look at a little bit of news from CoffeeZilla about the boys over at Faze Clan and what they were doing with kids talking. But without further ado, let's go ahead and have a quick look at the old coin market cap here and see what's cracking there. So when I switch over, we can have a quick look and see just how the market's going in general. We can see straight away that Bitcoin's up over 35K, which is a great thing. 7 days, we got 6.7% there. ETH has been really moving. I mean, it's a lot of news coming out about ETH 2.0 and them going to proof of stake, so that's getting a lot of momentum, rightfully so. I mean, I'm curious to see what ETH actually can do with ETH 2.0. We'll find out. For me, it feels like they're just kind of trying to build that airplane while they're still flying. But hey, I've listened to Vitalik talk. He seems like he has it together. Super smart guy. I love ETH. It has that first movers advantage. Everything's built on it. I just hate the gas fees on ETH. But we'll see how we go with that. I'm not really tripping too bad on it. But it looks good to see that at 23. Hopefully we can go back and retest that 2,500 mark. But volume like this, though, I actually wouldn't be buying in because there's just way too much momentum behind it. We're probably headed towards a correction, so I would kind of watch it kind of correct itself back down to the between 2 to 2,200 range before I jump in and see if it's actually going to ride itself up. I don't want to buy it right now. I've already missed that huge jump. Elsewhere, I'm a huge Cardano fan, so it's good to see that up 13% on the day there. I'm excited to see what's going to happen with them. I'll probably talk about it every day, so I won't get too deep into it. We talked a little bit yesterday about Grayscale adopting Cardano and adding it to their large cap fund and making it their third biggest position. So that's interesting. That's definitely going to get us some momentum there. Other than that, guys, like I said, it's pretty much unplanned. We're just going through coin market cap here. I see Uniswap is up. So, I mean, you know what I really like to see today is that we can see things like Bitcoin only being up only 1.96%, but Ethereum being up over 3%, Binance at 8% on Uniswap. And for me, that's just confidence that maybe we may be getting decoupling in the crypto space. Like I said, huge crypto fan, but I'd love to see some decoupling so I can actually start to build out more diverse strategies and everything doesn't really follow Bitcoin. But I think we got up a few years before we really see that fully decoupling from each other. But let's go ahead and cruise some other websites just to see what else is happening in the news. I talk about Crypto Panic almost every day. Super ugly website. Let's jump into it. As you can see, let's scroll on and let's just go over to the far side of the screen here to see what's popping. Let me actually go back and crop the field for you guys here. And let's go and zoom it in so everybody can see what's happening on the screen. And we're just going to go over and check out some of the news here. So if I bring it down, there's nothing really crazy happening in the space today. Talking about Canada and ETFs, like I can't wait until America gets its own Bitcoin ETF. That should be interesting. It's only a matter of time. I mean, regulators are going to regulate, but it's definitely going to happen, and I will be invested heavily once that does happen. Outside of that, nothing crazy. There's a little bit late on the Elon Musk baby Doge tweet that spiked the price, but I've said it time and time again, guys. I'm not a huge fan of FOMO again to like those crap coins. Good luck to you if you do it. you can make some money off of it, but I like projects with a little bit of sustainability and growth and things I can actually follow and track and I can actually talk about with confidence and not just YOLO in and follow the pack. But, you know, I may do a video on Baby Doge soon because I hadn't watched it at all. So I'm curious to see what the moves look like, what the technicals and everything look like behind it, and maybe do a deep dive just to see what's going on with it, just so I can be up, you know, with the kids and pop culture there when it comes to that. Other than that, this is interesting. So we got whales jumping in and causing daily accumulation with 60,000 BTC buys. That is very interesting. We could do a deep dive on that and actually see what's happening, but I'm not getting too excited on Bitcoin until it breaks above 40. Then I know we don't have a lot of resistance there, not even at 45, and then we really start to see some movement. So you see me start talking a lot more about Bitcoin once we break that 40K mark, which is a pretty high level of resistance for us on BTC. Outside of that, on Crypto Panic, nothing else really crazy jumping off. I might want to talk about ETH a little bit more before I jump into my latest section that I have here. So let's quickly jump over. What do we got? Let's see if I got it up still. Yeah, on Cointelegraph. So once we actually get it to load up, we actually got to zoom out again. I'm still getting used to making sure that this is all set up. But there's a story in here about ETH. So Finance Redefined. Man, I got to get used to zooming in for you guys with these two screens. Multitasking at its finest, but it's all good. Finance Redefined, the 500 million bet on ETH 2.0 making waves. So we may actually go through and read a little bit about some of those hot stories or the editor's choice. So if we jump back over, they talk about Doge again. So let's jump back over into this Finance Redefined article and just see some of the things that they're talking about here. So let me get this screen back sorted for you. Bang, bang. And I think I got to click on the corner to make it all come in, or close enough to it so it's not all skewed off the screen. Man, I got to get used to this. Anyway. Oh, what? Hold on. Some whale put $500 million in the ETH, which is crazy. Okay. So I didn't know anything about this. This is a very, very interesting thing in here. And I'm just quiet now while I'm reading it. But with 100K ETH pouring into the ETH2 deposit contract in a single day last week, deposits in the ETH 2.0 have been picking up as it's late. That's pretty interesting. And it looks like people trying to figure out exactly who that whale is. We got a deep dive on some contracts here as well. But just like I talked about at the beginning, guys, like I like Ethereum. I'm not a huge fan of the gas fees that ETH have right now. It's just not really sustainable, but they do have first movers advantage. Like, I'm very curious what's going to happen to ETH. Is it going to be Amazon or Google? Or is it going to be like AOL? Is it going to take off, come out, have a lot of users but fail to actually gain momentum and fail to innovate and keep that momentum and get taken out by like a new upstart like a Cardano or a Solana or, you know, a Polkadot chain? I mean, we'll see how we go, but I'm definitely gonna put a little bit more money into ETH. I'm just waiting for it to drop back below that 2K mark, which I know we're gonna see, especially if we're getting this much volume in these past couple of days. Like I showed before, it's already up 25%, so we may see that dip. I planned on making this video today talking all about that kids token that Faze Clan was pumping and ended up dumping on everybody, but I actually didn't get a chance to do my research. I've just been crazy busy with, you know, the two kiddos and the missus as well. So what I may actually do is just watch a little bit of this video live by my man CoffeeZilla and just do a quick reaction to that and then jump into my final thoughts and jump off the stream for tonight, guys. Just give me a second. Let's throw the headphones on and jump over to the iPad here. We're just gonna have a quick listen to this one. Hopefully it's not an ad or a commercial that comes up first thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, the scamming doesn't stop. Today we've got yet another Juicy little scam coming from the influencer section of the internet. The biggest scumbag, greedy people on earth who are happy to sell you out for a few bucks. Let's take a look at who's going to be doing the scamming today, shall we? Roll the video.
My name's Frazier.
My name's Jarvis.
I'm Tico. I'm Ragland.
I'm Nikon.
And I support Save the Kids token.
Save the Kids token.
Save the Kids token.
Save the Kids token. Save the Kids token.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, a BEP20 token redistributing wealth to both holders and charities. Actually, it turns out to have just redistributed wealth to the people who got in on the ground floor, aka these guys. Now, if you're already confused why this is bad, because you see the name, you go, hey, it's Save the Kids. What's wrong with saving kids? Hold on. Let's back up. Let me explain what's going on here. This is what's known as a charity token that they're shilling, where part of the money, like a small portion, 1% of the transactions or 2%, goes to charity. They become really popular to promote because they sound good. At their heart, though, most of them are just, once again, greedy little Ponzi schemes with nothing really to add to anything. Save the Kids is supposed to give money to kids and save them, I guess. And a huge group of top influencers jumped on board to promote it. These people include Faze Clan, which you may know, they're like Fortnite characters, and Rice Gum, who you may know as the Asian Jake Paul. He's famous for his hit single, God Church.
Drop merch and it's selling like a God church.
But that's not all. Even Instagram model Summer Rae got involved. All these people promoted this charity coin right before launch. The price pumped. They got out. They deleted their tweets suddenly out of nowhere. They said, hey, my manager called. I can't do this. They backed out of this project like a Homer Simpson meme, and they ran away, leaving their fans holding the bag. And listen, I know what you're saying. Steven, who cares? Just let a influencer scam their fans. Aren't you sick of trying to hold these people accountable when we all know nothing's going to be done about this? But of course we know the answer is I'll never stop. Okay, because I'm devoted to holding these people as accountable as humanly possible, which I think the bare amount of accountability here is just that people know what you did. Because right now, the tweet deletion is going on like crazy. I mean, these people have scrubbed these tweets from the internet, most of them. I'm here to archive them for you so you at least know what happened. So let's go to the board and talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the $10 million studio. I'm your host, CoffeeZilla, and today, yes, we're talking about influencers, which I know is everyone's favorite subject, right? We've got to hold these people accountable.
All right, man, I think I can just stop it right there. I didn't know a lot about this kids token and this whole Faze Clan thing, but it's funny. Just knowing that it was a scam. It's the most basic scam ever. Like, I thought they did something super intricate, but it just sounds like they just came in with like a run-of-the-mill pump and dump and jumped in and came out with a charity token. And then once all their fans and stuff with the money in, they did a rug pull and just yanked it and ran off with everybody's money and said the managers couldn't be involved. Like, I'm definitely want to do a deep dive on this now and find out, like, who was actually liable for this. Like, shout out to CoffeeZilla for giving me that quick recap. I definitely put together my own video. Like I tell you guys all the time, do your own DD, not a financial advisor. Hashtag don't sue me, bro. This is all education. But do your own research, guys. So what I like to do is just watch a little bit of a video from somebody else just to get an overview on what happened. Then I like to dive deep into the weeds myself to put out content for you guys when I actually find out exactly what happened. Because the first things I start to think about when I see something like this is like, who actually is liable for this, right? I mean, he talks about holding people accountable, but were these influencers just tricked by their managers or their team, or was it Rice Gum who came up with the plan to kind of do a pump and dump? Did they get bad advice from another outside company that actually did this? I mean, we see it all the time. I'm not trying to give influencers a break, but I know a lot of them will put their name on anything that's actually paying. So I really want to find out, like, where this whole kids token originated from and who's actually liable for it. I mean, but it's super important, though, I think, for influencers to kind of think about what they're doing and make sure that they're actually taking care of their audience, because a lot of kids are very, 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 very what's the word I'm looking for here? Stupid, and can be manipulated easily, and they'll follow these influencers. So they may have been I'll give them the benefit of a doubt, right? They may have been influencing something that they didn't know anything about and ended up losing people tons of money. And the thing about crypto, a lot of this is untrackable, especially if they had it, set up as an offshore company when they did the whole rug pull. So I'm definitely going to find out more about this whole scam and go deep into the weeds to find out where it originated at, and actually do another live stream on that probably later this week, guys. But that was pretty much it for today. Nothing too crazy. I don't have any other crazy final thoughts today. We may switch over though. And what I didn't do before was just have a quick look at this other story from Grayscale. But you know what? I'm not gonna do that today. We may just jump off the feed. I just noticed it's like 11:46 a.m. There's gonna be a day where I'm actually able to get on here, do a live stream, and it not be like in the middle of the night somewhere. I think what keeps happening for me is that, like I kind of alluded to when I first started this off, is that I have this set up. I have everything going here, and I want to go in and get started, but I have issues with my audio and things like that, and I want to actually quit. Like literally, I probably started. My kids would have went to sleep around, I don't know, 9 or 10 o'clock, and I was just trying to figure out this whole audio setup. And I almost did make a video, and now we sit here at 11:48, and I didn't put out the content that I wanted to put out. But I think content is king. Like, you just got to kind of get up, stop making excuses, and actually create something and put something out there to the universe, right? I mean, this is a quick video. I don't even know how long we ended up going. Probably fairly short, like only 17 minutes so far. I didn't really get to do deep dives on anything. We just did a quick overview of the market. Looked a little bit at Kids Token and Faze Clan, but my really final thought is just like, you got to launch something. We got to get out there and go. Like, as I go through these, this is only my second live stream. I'm holding myself accountable by jumping up on here and actually putting out the crypto news. But as we go, I have big plans for actually putting together some more organizational things on here and actually going bullet list covering 3 distinct topics a day with some deep-seated research, right? Which is going to take a lot of work. And I think in the early videos, what you're seeing right now is that before I can even go live, I'm doing so much troubleshooting on my setup, but I wrote down all my settings today. Hopefully my computer is acting correctly tomorrow, and we can actually start a live stream before midnight Australia time. I mean, I guess it's good if you're tuning in from America, because you guys at least will be up early in the morning. But like usual, guys, thanks for tuning in for the live stream. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can be notified when I go live. Until next time, this is your friendly neighborhood FUD fighter. Peace and out, guys. See you later.